obviously had two really good opponents, coming here. But I think we all know that there's going to be, greater adversity down the road. So we just got to prepare like, we're the hungriest team in the nation and, keep trying to find ways to get better. One of our sayings is don't let a victory mask your problems, and that's definitely true when it comes to this team. I mean, we do a lot of things great, but there's also a bunch of things that we can improve upon, and so yeah, definitely working to do that every week, and yeah, just keep going 1-0.
How much extra weight does it carry that it's the division champion from last year and the NFC runner-up from last year as well? Those were the first two teams.
Yeah, I mean, those are two big wins, right? Like those are some meaningful opponents, right? They came in here, put their best foot forward, and it obviously means something, that we were able to essentially neutralize them, and at least from a defensive point of view, and yeah, just do what we did. That can never take that for granted. We celebrate all wins for sure, but at the same time, the moment that complacency, settles in is the moment that you lost, your next game. So yeah, we understand that we got to keep the foot on the pedal, no matter. Even if it was, 2 0-2 teams that we beat, it really doesn't matter. Heading into this next week, we got to keep that, same intensity, same foot on the pedal.
For you, what's the biggest benefit to you of those just couple extra days of rest?
Oh, man. Just getting to sleep in, man. It feels so good. Wake up, watch football, and knowing you don't got to go to work, that day. Yeah, that definitely feels great. Was able to, I woke up the day after a little sore, hurting here and there, but, getting a few sleeps in a row where you could just, rest, recover, like I said, sleep in, get that much-needed sleep, definitely helped out. I'm feeling, pretty juiced up for a Monday. So, yeah, it was definitely mandatory.
Green recovery.
Oh, man, need it.
How important was it to go 2-0 after such a short week and a pretty intense week at that, having those two tough opponents like you did?
Yeah, I mean, definitely a big game. Coming off a short week, you don't really get that same intensity in practice that you normally would on a long week. Like, I don't even think we went pads once during that short week. It's a lot of just mental, preparation with the confined, time, space that you got. And so, yeah, to be able to come out there and just – I feel like the style of play that we put on tape was pretty remarkable for, that short amount of time that we had. Guys were playing like they were hungry, like they had no shoes on their feet, just hungry for the ball, hungry to go make plays, and I feel like you saw that, on the field from our defense, and yeah, it feels good to put that type of stuff on tape.
Evan, following up on that, it seemed like the defense was playing faster, more swarming to the ball, better tackling than maybe a year ago. Is it a philosophical change, a mindset, or just year two in Jeff's system?
Probably, I mean, just a mixture of those things. I feel like guys are, just more comfortable, definitely in year two. Not as afraid to make mistakes, I feel like, or at least from my perspective, my first year I was kind of, sometimes you find yourself being a little hesitant just because you don't want to, make that same mistake over again. And so, you're not as fast out of your break. You're kind of just second-guessing your movements. But at least for me, just second year in the system, I've kind of just been able to really just say to hell with it and, get my cleats in the ground and just be able to play fast. And I feel like a lot of guys are really adopting that mentality. Not fearing mistakes or not worrying about, the past play and just worrying about the next one and yeah, trying to be the first to the ball, trying to be the one that makes that game-changing play. And, yeah, I think a little bit of confidence is growing, week to week, getting a little bit of that swagger, coming back. And, yeah, guys are just playing fast, trying to be that next person. And, yeah, it's definitely inspiring, seeing other guys go do it makes you want to go do it too. So.
Last Friday, some soreness. Do those aches and pains feel different when you got that memory? Oh, it hurts because I hit that guy for a TFL versus 8 yards downfield. I got that.
It definitely helps, especially when you come out with a W. You're able to live with a couple of those, aches and pains. Hurt a little less than, let's say, if you caught an L that week and now you got to, regroup and find out how to get better. But we're always trying to get better, regardless of, the outcome of that game. But yeah, I will say that, the dub did, although it doesn't mask our problems, it does help a little bit, on the body front, being able to at least recover and understand that, okay, at least we got a dub that week, and we can look forward to what's next.
First
You
away.
mentioned not getting complacent. The Browns are 0-2, but Danny also mentioned not getting complacent. What sort of challenges do the Browns present?
Yeah, I mean, I'll start with they got a hell of a defense, right? So it's not going to be like a game where you just get the ball to the offense and they're going to score every time. Like, we understand that offense is going to it's not going to be every game that the offense is just going to carry us and score every drive and make things easy on us, where we're playing from ahead. Where there's going to be games where offense is starting to struggle, and we want them to, or we want to have their back like they have our back, when we're struggling. So yeah. In addition, they definitely got some weapons on offense. Got a good tight end. Got a couple of good backs that are, starting to, get in their groove, hit their groove. And, yeah, I mean, honestly, regardless of the opponent, we got to come with our mind ready. There's good enough players on that team that, any week, any given moment that, they can make plays they're getting paid to, right? So, yeah, we just got to, be on our P's and Q's, be on our details, and, make sure that we're just mentally locked in as we are, physically get a long week to recover, obviously. But, yeah, just making sure that, we're in the right focus, right mindset, coming into this game, ready to dominate.
This is the first away game. What are your initial reactions to, playing away for the first time this year?
Nothing new, really. It's always great to, play at home, have, the community of Lambeau behind you. There's really nothing like it. But, yeah, we're used to playing in unfamiliar territory. That comes with the game. And, yeah, just got to, be ready to deal with a few of those boos. It's fine to us. On defense, it's honestly better when we play away because it's a little more quiet. Can, hear those calls a little crisper on our side of the ball. But, yeah, as far as offense, they got to be ready to deal with that crowd noise, deal with a little bit of that adversity. But, nothing new to us. Going into, hostile territory, just got to handle business.